happens when you don't play hard on both sides of the balls. I don't. This game is so frustrating for a couple of reasons. A, the Bulls don't have very many nationally televised games. For the Bulls to show up or not show up and be on the complete opposite side of a blowout, the Nets made a statement today. The Nets made a statement in this game that they feel like they're the rightful kings of the East, and it's disappointing. It sucks. Listen, you can't win them all, and the Nets played a good game tonight, but it just really sucks for this to happen at home. Like I said, on national TV. But hey, this is what a wake up call for the Bulls. This is the wake up call that they may. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Again, it's almost 12 midnight, 12:30 here. But it sucks, man. It sucks. It sucks. Let's go ahead and go to the comments. It was a playoff atmosphere game. This is how teams play in the playoffs. It is an overreaction. Yeah, I mean, listen, the Bulls want to be believed to be contenders in this league. They're going to have to play better than this. That's period. Am I the only one to think that stretch out of 15 players offensively where they kept turning it over, one of the worst offensive sequences you ever seen? Second half, third, fourth quarter was bad. Yeah, again, adjustments. Again, Bulls only 19. Basically what happened again, that what we did against the Pistons is what happened to us tonight. I said we were going to have a score of 250 points. That's exactly what was scored today. Just we were not on the right side of it. 19-point third quarter, as the Nets scored 39 points in the third quarter. It's just not going to cut it. It's not going to cut it. It's not going to cut it. And Billy Donovan is going to be drilling defense. I'm sorry, drilling defense, man. This sucks. This sucks to see. DeRozan also needs to pass the ball. Listen, I know that DBD, that's your thing. You keep going to DeMar needing to pass the ball more, but DeMar's possessions come within the flow of the offense. That's what they design. It's not just DeMar decision out there. They design those plays for DeMar to try to get to the line, and just because of what he's done to this team so far. But again, even that is still an issue because the ball movement, that's one thing we talked about in the pregame very heavily. Ball movement needs to be a thing. This was just a terrible loss. Terrible loss for the Bulls. Terrible loss. Where do I start? Terrible defense with sloppy shit, hella turnovers. We have been playing bad lately. We look good, crushing cans on 9-game winning streaks, but we got exposed tonight. Hey, I've watched every Bulls game for I don't know what that's about. The Nets did not win. No, the Nets won this game. Let's not just put it. The Nets won this game. If you guys think this roster is currently good enough to win, no, again, Jibby, it's easy for people like you to come in here after a loss. No, that's bullshit. That's utter bullshit. When you look at the way that they play top 10 in both defense and offense, no, this you're delusional and you're a front runner because you try to come in here when the team loses bad and try get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. You're delusional with that shit. Don't make the hat turn around, brother. Don't make the hat turn around. This was the opportunity to prove the casual fans Warriors finna be brutal. Hey, but don't count this team's ability to come out and really change some things and make different. How many wake up calls do we fucking need? Goddamn. We can't win them all, and we are 2-1 our way to get. Listen, you can't win them all. It's gonna happen. It'll be okay, but man, we got torched. The crazy thing is Zach was actually heating up, so why not get him the ball more? I get DeMar's the guy, but sometimes Zach needs the ball more. Tough loss. Well, the thing is, with a loss this big, I don't know if that was gonna do anything either way. Yeah, Zach 8 for 13, solid night from him, but it was more than just Zach. Like it's more than just giving Zach the ball on offense. This is not who we are. They won't shoot that good all the time. We're missing Green and Caruso. I still have confidence in our team. Yeah, absolutely. Still have confidence in the team. Don't let wins like this give up. Don't let wins like this give up. I won't mind losing, but it's the way we lost. Close to 40 points at home. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Bulls still best in the East. Bulls still number 1 seed. Got to regroup. Yeah, we're still the number 1 seed, but listen. The Bulls, and this is the thing that I said before, a lot of the things that have been going wrong for the Bulls, this is a theme. They've just been able to still win those games. The Bulls need to look at themselves, and I trust they're going to do it, and really decide how to fix this and correct this. The mythical four that's coming in here isn't just going to fix that. Just getting Javonte Green isn't going to fix that. Just getting Alex Caruso back aren't going to fix all the things that are going on wrong with this team. Period. We just got embarrassed on our our first ESPN game. It's first. We still got another one coming up against the Warriors. We'll see what happens. Being on our backup power forward didn't help us this game. Yeah, but it was more than just that. It's just one game. Learn from it. Move on. Losing is different than getting 40 piece on your home court when a team actually takes you. Jibby, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. I don't want to trade Kobe, but we need a final piece of a puzzle to be. Listen, but the final piece is not worth trading. Listen, y'all got to. Okay, this is the thing. I'm not doing trade talk anymore. But give up this final piece needing, like, what the Bulls need as a final piece doesn't take trading away a player that can get 15 to 20 points off the bench. It just doesn't. The Bulls don't need another star. That's not what they need to fix this roster. So that thing that you guys do again, and if you trade it to fix it, bench scoring then becomes a huge problem. And like I've said before, what the Bulls were averaging off the bench before Kobe started being consistent is not going to cut it either. So come up with something different. The offense looks better when Zoe runs it. ISO for Zach DeMar ain't the way. Yeah, I mean, it's not just Lonzo running the ball. It is the ball movement in general. Shit happens. Move on. It's a long season. 2-1. We won the series. We knew that they had revenge on their mind. What can you expect when we're missing key players specifically for defense? Listen, you can expect a lot bigger and better turnout than this for sure. There's no way we can beat them in a 7-game series without some type of rot. No, again, overreaction. This game was like a Super Bowl of regular season games for them. They were up, they weren't. All our role players played the game of their lives. Also, we need Caruso Green back ASAP. Yep, for sure. This was an ugly loss to me, Haize, because there's very little excuses for loss when you blow out the Pistons and you set your starters the whole fourth quarter. Well, I mean, that's a different game. Again, no, Jovan, Grant does not solve any of this. Grant is not the defender you guys try to make him out to be. And the last thing the Bulls need is more offense. No, you guys are being lazy with this constantly going to Grant thing and not really looking at and evaluating true basketball. You're taking the easy thing and suggesting and the rumors that came out there and just focusing on that. No, we don't need Grant. And you're an idiot if you think so by looking at basketball. Go and look at Grant's advanced analytics. Go and look at how the fact that Grant's team actually is better defensively when he's not on the court than when he's on the court. You guys get caught up in the things like highlight plays like blocks and shit. That is not defense. Grant is not the defender you guys try to make him out to be, and we definitely don't need his offense. We can't play defense when we get called for every play foul on jump shots. Yeah, the refs didn't give us any help at all with this either. They just didn't. But that's the way we've been really officiated pretty the same way all year, and it sucks. We absolutely got smashed. KMT, kiss my teeth for all you Americans, for sure. Laughing my ass off. Yep. Haize just went the fuck off on Jiffy. It's really, I mean, hey, listen, it is what it is. They're going to rebound. You made a very good point about ball movement. It's been bad lately. Also, yes, it's been very bad with the ball movement lately with this team. And look, let me not say they've gotten some games where they're going together, but I don't understand why it's not something that this team does consistently, because we see how dangerous we can be when we get to ball movement. Why can't we judge Bulls without AC and Javonte, but we can't judge the Nets without Kyrie? Use common sense. We're 2-1 against the Nets. Yeah, I mean, we are 2-1 against the Nets. That's why when people say, like, you can't. It's one game happens with Caruso. We're top 4 defense. Without him, we're 2-1. No, keep in mind, Bulls are back now in the top half of the defense. But, again, it's not just Caruso with that. Keep that in mind. 17 turnovers definitely didn't help. Lonzo has to be better and more aggressive. We need another power forward. All of our players were a minus negative. Yeah, when you have a loss of this deficit, that having more players that are negative plus minus is definitely going to happen. We will beat the Warriors on Friday. I have confidence. Warriors will be coming off a game against the Bucks tomorrow, and since it's a back-to-back, they will be gassed. This is what happened. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Here come all the casual motherfuckers. So many flops who ride the highs but can't handle the losses and want to sell the team. See you idiots at the next primetime game because that's the only time they watch. Exactly. Exactly. I think all the early fouls plus seeing Derrick Jones Jr. kill the energy and things only got worse from there. I think that it's been talked about how close this team is. So that definitely plays it. But listen, this is a business as well. Sometimes you got to tuck your balls and you got to play tough out there. I personally always love when Matt Thomas is on the floor. He's consistent, draws good foul, and hustles for everything. This is what we get from nationally televised games. No thanks. Yeah, they listen. We needed to prove doubters wrong, and instead everyone's going to bring up the first Golden State game and this to prove we're not legit. You are absolutely right. The national media was waiting for this. But fuck them. It is what it is. Fuck them. We can only do what we can do. I don't know why everyone is who's acting content? You are a dumbass. Like, literally, Jimmy, listen, and this is why you have a dumbass name like the way that you do. You're a fucking idiot, and you come in here trying to sound intelligent when a team loses big, and you look like a fucking dumbass. Sound content? Who the fuck in here is content? Words mean things. The word content, nobody in here is content. We are evaluating the loss. You sound like a fucking dumbass who came in here. You want to sound all important. Oh, the Bulls lost. You're a fucking idiot. That's what you are. You can take your comment and you can shove them up your mama's coochie. That's what you can do. Your mama raised a dumbass. You're a son of a bitch. Period. Let's get back to business here. That number one seed shit, fucking bullshit sometimes. Hey, the number one seed at this point in the season really means nothing. I've been saying that. No ball movement, sloppy play, but I feel the Bulls are straight. Nets are winning a ship with Kyrie only playing road games. They better hope to be the 8th seed. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Ghost the gamer, no, again. Constant, this is a typical overreaction from a fan. No, the Vooch doesn't have to go. Matter of fact, it's just no. It was 71-71, and the foul started dropping, no defense play. Listen, Billy, there's a reason why Billy Donovan has been focusing and talking so much about the Bulls' defense needing to improve, because it does. It does, period. Okay, here's what I'll say with this. The Nets core have been together. Okay, but their big three has played less than 20 games together. Let's keep that in mind. So, yes, I get what you're saying, but just in me being realistic in the way that I evaluate and talk about the team is that their big three has played less than 20 regular season games together. So by that same thing that we're giving our team credit and time for, the same thing has to apply to them to a degree, right? To a lesser degree, because even though they injuries and everything else, yeah, their core's been together for a while, but it's still the amount of games played is not that many. But yeah, we're still learning things as well, for sure. Let's see what else we got. Great teams, get humbled by great teams. It happens. Yeah, every team has big losses. Jeremy, stop making excuses for the team where they're actually getting holes. Listen, every team has holes in the roster. What the fuck? That's not an excuse. That's an evaluation. Y'all have to stop trying to sound smart, but then say stupid shit, right? Nobody's making excuses for this role. They didn't play well. They got punched in the fucking mouth today. But yes, we have every team. There's not a perfect team on any NBA roster. So yes, we have holes on this roster, and injuries play a big part of that as well. But get the fuck out of here. We're trying to sound smart, saying people are making excuses. We obviously have holes. We've been talking about the same holes on this team since the beginning of the season. The fuck? I'm happy I was at work, but we're going to play good on Friday. From your mouth to God's ears, my brother. I agree with Haize regarding Grant. He's very good, but very overrated. Let's see. Hey, y'all got to stop asking about this Caruso thing. Listen, I don't have sources. I get the same information from the same websites you guys get. Caruso is not coming back anytime soon. Come on. Stay positive. Stay positive as Bulls fans. There's always tomorrow. Listen, it's one loss, right? Now, again, if this turns into a trend where the Bulls start losing a lot of games like this, then yeah, it's time to start evaluating. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It is what it is. Super chat from Gio. Thank you for supporting the channel at this level, my brother. Just hurts how we barely get national televised game, and when we do get them, we play. Yeah, it definitely hurts. It definitely, and I talked about it. Like the thing that nationally televised games is that it does a lot for casual NBA fans. I said before, if the Bulls have good showings on national TV, look for Levine and DeMar to get even more All-Star votes than what they have so far. Having an outing like this is definitely going to hurt the team and those type of things, and in postseason awards conversation. Thanks for featuring my comment, Haize. I'm hurt by the loss because of how heavy it was. I agree. Grant isn't the one. We need a genuine rim protector and real power forward to cover for Patrick Williams. Absolutely. 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 Cordell 98. Honest question, Haize, honest question here. Does Alex Caruso really and truly affect this team like everyone's suggesting by constantly saying if we had Alex? No, fans look for something, right? And pinpointing, especially when we're having defense issues and having a defender like Alex Caruso out, it's easy to pinpoint and say, hey, it would have been different if Alex Caruso was in. But guess what? Alex Caruso isn't going to make this whole entire team play better defense. He can only guard one person. Well, we'll see. Sometimes he's like Lonzo was in that one play last night where he's just all over the place, but he can only improve it so much. Defense comes down to a team thing. You can have one amazing defender out there, but it's not going to make the whole team be positive on defense if they're not playing positive team defense as well. Now, it could be said, Alex Caruso talking to his teammates on defense, helping make calls and calling out what the offense is doing. All those things can be true, but it's more than just Alex Caruso, which the problems here. It's way more than just Alex Caruso. Way more. National media will ignore we won the season series. Just pissed off right now, and Billy needs to go off on the refs for once. That's not Billy Donovan. You're never going to get somebody from Billy Donovan that's too far up or too far down. He really just stays pretty even throughout, and that's what it's going to be. But sometimes coaches do. I mean, we saw it during the Tibbs era. There were times where Tibbs would intentionally get a tech, but it would make the refs wake up. And don't forget, the NBA is trying to change the way that they officiate in general this season. So I think we're definitely on the wrong side of that as well, especially when you have a player like DeMar DeRozan who really gets to the foul line a lot, but it is what it is. Jimmy, guys, please feel free to support the Nets, you puppet. Haize is spazzing out. Oh, shit, Petty Roosevelt came out. Hey, listen, it gets like that sometimes. Push a P. Oh, man. If we don't come in that motherfucker on Friday against the Golden State with the vengeance, something's wrong. Listen, they got to wake up. They really got to look at themselves. Billy left us out to die in that third quarter by letting all those fouls string together with no rotation changes. Haize, where are your moderators? Some people need to be timed out. No, I mean, everybody can share their opinion here, right? It is what it is, but, don't worry. The mods don't always need to get involved because Petty Roosevelt will come out. Petty Roosevelt will come out. Oh, did we hurt your feelings, sweet thing? It's okay. This is okay. Tell your mama to give you a hug, brother. Damn, she be roasted. I think a big problem is the attitude we have when things don't go our way. We lose all focus and effort. Well, and keep in mind, as much as Zach needs to realize his role as a leader sometimes and not let himself get taken out when we don't get calls, not let himself get frustrated sometimes. That definitely needs to happen because somebody needs to get him in and let him know, like, hey, you are a leader out here. The players are looking for you. Yes, DeMar's here, and DeMar's the calming factor and everything like that, but you also have to keep a level head. He definitely has to learn how to keep a level head. So you want to verse either the Bucks or the Nets in the playoffs and standings don't matter. I understand they don't give you fear, but still, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying standings don't matter at this point in the season. I start looking at them closer towards the end of the season, more towards like the back last 20, 25 games, jockeying for position when it comes to seeding, because at the end of the day, like teams can take such big leaps and things can change so big. I'm not saying that standings don't matter. I'm saying I just don't track the standings whereas every day like, hey, the Bulls are still one game in first place when we're less than halfway through the season. That's what I mean by that. I like to see PJ Tucker on the Bulls as a backup next year for P. Will as a starter, but it's unlikely. I mean, hey, we'll see. But Haize, are you from South London? I feel like Haize was from South London in the previous. Like, keep in mind, I did grow up in Europe, right? I grew up in Germany and Italy, so maybe that's like a big part of my sense of humor is like I really get British sense of humor. But hey, listen, Haize just don't give a fuck. That's what it is. What is it going to take for Lonzo to run the offense? Obviously, when Zach and DeMar are hot, they need the ball, but Lonzo makes plays and the ball doesn't stick when Lonzo runs pick and roll and gets handoff. You're going to have to talk to Billy Donovan about that. Again, initially coming into the season, I figured transition Lonzo was going to run. When you go to half court, it probably was going to go through DeMar some more, but I thought it was still going to be more ball movement. As far as when it comes to Lonzo, when he's going to get a chance to run the offense more, if the shit keeps going like this, right? If we keep seeing a trend of this type of play, Billy Donovan may have to call that audible, and I get why, right? We understand why the offense runs through DeMar more is because you trust Lonzo out there on the perimeter more than you would DeMar on the perimeter. You can't have really Lonzo kind of breaking down the middle too much when that's really where DeMar operates. But there's still a lot to be said that you can find a different way to play with using a more traditional offense. We'll see what happens. Haize, Petty Roosevelt, you made this loss the best thing ever with going ham on Jibby. Titty bang bang laughing my ass off. Jay-Z paid. Keep in mind, Jay-Z doesn't have ownership in the Brooklyn Nets anymore. But hey, I get what you're saying. 70-12 thoughts. Been blown out 2 of the last 3 games, and possible 3 of the last 4 because we suck against the Warriors. But I chalk it up to a long season. It's just our time to play bad. We'll see. Hopefully, listen, a loss like this, the Bulls usually bounce back from losses pretty well, but we need to see that sustained, right? We need to see that sustained against high competition. We have a lot of big games back to back, so we'll see. See, Red Nation, we will get better from this, but IO only 2 shot attempts. Come on, Billy. 1 assist from DeMar, dude. Really? Yeah, agreed. Let's see. Haize, cool down. We can go home early tonight because they not pissed. Listen, I'm not pissed. You see, I calm right back down. I'm literally not pissed at all. I can go off on idiots and then calm right back down. Preach. Jibby's dumbass. Sorry for being realistic. You know what? The Bulls will beat the Nets. Sorry for being objective. No, you weren't being objective. And see, that's what cowards do, right? If you're gonna make a stance, then stand on it with facts. You like to fearmonger and to say idiotic and stupid ass shit, and then now because you got the same energy that you were given, even more so from Petty Roosevelt, now it's this, oh, woe is me, you're punching down. But listen, like I said, go back in your mama's coochie, marinate a little bit more, come back out as a fully grown man. You'll probably be ready for this conversation. I'm okay with losing, but it's how you lose. At the end of the day, we were in this game. So the end of the third quarter, we shouldn't have not gotten blown out like this. I think you mean we were in this game until the third. Yeah, the third quarter really is what put this game out of reach. It was terrible. Baba Tunde, I think we should trade Alice. Alize Johnson isn't on this team anymore, my brother. You know that. Since Caruso has been out, there's no cutting to the basket, a ton of ball watching, and we need some size. Again, it's not just Caruso. Y'all got to stop blaming that all just on Caruso. Caruso only plays 25, 26 minutes a game. It's more than just that. Just curious if at Jibby Guy, at Jermaine Daniels were here saying the same stuff when we were getting big wins. Oh, no. No, they weren't. They're bitches. That's what it is. That's what they do. Yes, my name is Io. I'm half Nigerian, half Sierra Leone from South London. Hey, bro, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Petty Roosevelt is on constant standby after. No, Petty Roosevelt is always in the back of my mind. Like, listen, if you guys understood how much Petty Roosevelt, like I keep him at bay. That is probably more close to the real version of me than anything else is Petty Roosevelt. Like I'm very, very, very passionate person. I love your passion. Bulls is my, listen, God, family, and Chicago Bulls. That's my motto. We still have time to get better, though. We should look much better through all fourth quarters on Friday. Listen, Billy Donovan's going to be on their asses. He's definitely going to be on their asses. Exactly like every team is going to be the 2017 Warriors. Dynasty are rare, not common. Most teams will have a weakness you can attack. Period. Let's see. Oh, Haize be on fire, roasting fools. Listen, if y'all understood the family that I come from and know how we talk shit to each other as terms of endearment, y'all would understand. It's easy for me to switch back and forth to shit talking. The media gonna bash us like we haven't beat the Nets twice. Gonna suck. Yeah. Oh, tomorrow. Oh my God, Nick Friedel, Broussard, everyone. They are going, see, we told you guys the Bulls couldn't compete with the Nets. Every team got losses like this, not just us. Absolutely. Let's see what else we got. Alex Caruso held down James Harden in those previous games. James Harden's killed us today. I think would have seen a big difference if he and the other players were here. I mean, I wouldn't say big difference, and it wasn't just Alex Caruso. It was Lonzo also and James Harden, but keep in mind also they didn't have to contend with Kyrie Irving. And even though, regardless of however Kyrie Irving's game shapes up, he only scored 9 points today, is that he's still a threat out there. You still have to guard him. You can't leave Kyrie open. So it really does change some things. Now, I do bringing Alex back and things like that. Trust this team to be able to come back in a different way, but it happens. The Nets were missing Joe Harris, Claxton, and they were missing a couple of their role players as well. Yes, they were. Absolutely they were. Oh, I've always been saying we have holes, and I wasn't talking to Haize. I'm talking to people from the chat acting like we in first. It's okay. We want to contend right now or lose. I hear, listen, we're going to contend. I love watching this team, but all this game did was exemplify how we are simply not on their level path at the moment. And that's okay for now. We are still building. Yeah, I mean, the team turned around, but I think we're closer than what this game would look to be once we're all back healthy. I was waiting for an injection. Sometimes the team needs that. Yeah, but you already were down, losing a player. Shit that pissed me off the most, them smiling and joking, acting like we didn't whoop them twice already. Hey, man, it's basketball. They were out for this game. They knew that they wanted this game back. So, especially with us being first in the East, the Nets absolutely wanted to come in and show something. They wanted to show that they were still the number one team in the East, whether the record shows that or not. Haize doesn't have any sources yet. Wait till next season. We'll see. The bottom line is that what was said in the halftime chat, whichever team gets hot was going to win this game. And unfortunately for us, Durant and Harden got hot. That's exactly what I said. Whatever team was going to be getting hot, they were the one that was going to win this team. That third quarter showed you who was hot. The Nets needed this win more than us. They were going to play harder. They just lost to the fucking Trailblazers. Good point there as well. Brandy, we need 100 likes. And I don't know since I've been going off if we're going to get that tonight. I am digital. We need 200 likes, Bulls Nation. All right, let's see what else we got. The amount of steals they let happen. Yeah, for sure. Listen, I said it at the beginning. I said it in the pregame show. The Bulls needed to execute on both sides of the ball. You can't have a night off on either side of the ball against the Nets. Look at what happened. They need to get it. They need to get it together. Let's see what else we got. A 1,000 subscribers without. I'm so done. I don't know what that's to. Oh, hot take here. I think Kobe should start over Ball. Listen, there was another YouTuber who's actually been saying that for a while now, But what Ball brings defensively, listen, I know Ball doesn't always score the best. I know he doesn't. His shots aren't always hitting. I know he primarily lives on the 3-point line. I understand all that. But what he brings defensively almost negates the scoring that Kobe could bring. And I know Kobe's getting better as a defensive player, but we'll see. We'll see. But that's not going to happen though. Hey, here's another question for you. Does Billy Donovan have the ability to raise this team's ceiling in your opinion? I listened to a particular YouTuber and he expressed that he feels Billy Donovan has a low ceiling. No. I mean, look at Billy Donovan has gotten the most out of every team that he's coached. Every single team. Even that Chris Paul Thunder team, when it seemed like they were just going to be tanking, Billy Donovan gets the most out of every single team he coached. I don't know about low ceiling. I think Billy Donovan's a coach to maximize on a lot of things. He's just slow to make adjustments in game, right? He usually comes into a game with the same planning. He's slow to make those adjustments in game. But I do think that Billy Donovan is going to get the most. He really builds a system based off the strengths of the players rather than just having a strict system. That's what I think of Billy Donovan. Again, my opinion holds no more weight over anybody else's. Let's see. Vincent Harris, I hear you're going to be. Listen, I ain't going to Cleveland for shit. For shit. Marquis Jackson, 4.2 subscribers, growing and showing. Hey, man, this is what I do. This is what I do. This is what I do. No, I'm playing. Hey, it's been a great ride, man. Listen, I still to this day, I don't know what to say to point on the growth that we've had on this channel, but we have fun here. We're a family here. It is what it is. Here we go again. I missed it, Brandon. I must have missed something. Let's see. I realize that Io is not going to be consistent on offense, but he's consistent on defense. Yeah, for sure. And keep in mind, even saying that he's consistent on defense is huge for a second-round pick, right? A rookie that was picked in the second round. That's huge to say that we can get anything consistent out of him. But yeah, his offense is not going to be very consistent depending on the games out there. So it is what it is. Haize is spiraling. No, I'm not spiraling at all. I talk shit with the best of them. Period. Nah, Haize, you were definitely from South London in a previous lifetime. Oh, man. Nope, false. Jeremy Grant is not the answer at all. Not the answer at all. He doesn't give you anything of what we really need. We talking about a basketball game. Petty Rowe. Yes, Petty Rowe showed up. Byron Sullivan, super chat. What do you think about trading a guard? Listen, so Byron, I appreciate your super chat. I'm not doing any more trade talks. I did my final until the trade deadline. What I'll say is that I trust this front office. My default answer for anything trade talk is going to say I trust this front office and what they decide to do. And I'm going to leave it at that. We need to take a tally on how many Yamama Coochie quotes we get after Bulls losses from your mouth to God's ears. Oh, man. I'm so sensitive when it comes to this team, like really sensitive. Even my wifey knows not to play with me after a loss. Haize, bro, how do we recover? Let's take it out in Golden State Warriors, a must win. Listen, they need to come in and show the fuck up. The Bulls need to get back to playing team ball too much. Yes, we know ball movement, that is a big thing of what makes this team dangerous when we are doing it and playing very well. I'm glad that we got whooped in the sooner than later. I mean, it was going to happen, right? You're going to have big losses over the course of the season. It's wake-up calls. They are like check-in wake-up calls. I don't know why it is, but more times than often, the Bulls go cold as hell shooting and can't score for nothing. I don't understand it, man. It's crazy. This loss would be an issue like y'all making it if it was after an All-Star break, but y'all don't know basketball for real. All right, Steve-O with the shots. Super chat. Thank you, Ali the guy, for supporting the channel, man. Thank you for being a part of the channel. Keep grinding, young bull. I appreciate you. Bro, y'all still talking about trades. If a trade happens, it happens. Damn, let things play out. Listen, man, it is what it is. Cameron, Got to give the Nets credit for being aggressive on DeMar with the double team and on-ball defense, which still is learning experience and learn to counter this type of play. Yep, absolutely. But you already know that the people who already were inclined to hate on DeMar are going to say, hey, this is the DeMar you guys are going to get in the playoffs. Serious question, Haize. Going forward, what slight adjustments do you think we need to make for the... Listen, the Bulls need to get back to playing free ball movement. They need to get back to playing that type of having that type of ball movement, period, point blank. That's what they need to do, regardless of who's out there. Now, again, it's not like you're just going to go out there and just move the ball around. The teams are going to be looking to stop that, but they definitely need to execute. They need to keep that defensive intensity up as high as they can, for sure. For sure. We will bounce back, Smear 60. Yeah, we'll bounce back for sure. I am AO Digital 100. Yep. Brandon L. Jet in Brandon L. Jet in the building. Just got off work. Damn, I missed it. Tough loss, man. Hey, it's good that you were working tonight on that shit. This was a tough loss. This will increase the chip on our shoulders. We will bounce back, keep grinding, and improve our health. We got this, man. Yeah, and keep in mind, that national media conversation is going to go to the Bulls aren't legit after they haven't talked about how good we've been. It's going to put another chip on the Bulls' shoulder for sure. I was working today and saw a halftime score, and then the next score I saw was the final. Now I got more work to do because I got to fix the hole in the wall. They will learn from it, bring next game. Shout out to Nude Nut on that one. You predicted 250 points. You hit it on the head. Unfavorable but precise. Hey, I did say it. It just sucks that we weren't on the right side of it. Just found your channel literally tonight. IO is not ready for prime time. Kevin, shout out to you. Thank you for joining the channel. Hopefully you see enough here to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But he shouldn't be, right? He's a rookie. And keep in mind, IO's role is going to be lessened once Caruso comes back. But what we get from Io has been so much above what you would expect from a second-round rookie that he's going to make those type of rookie mistakes. He's going to make it. So we'll see, and I think he'll still have times where he shows up big for us, even in the playoffs. But yeah, you don't want to bet on a second-round rookie just to be as consistent as what he probably will be even next year. This loss was no good for nobody. So many adjustments will happen. This team going deep in the offs. Yep, for sure. Here's the difference AC would have made. He'd have started instead of Derrick Jones Jr., a whole different game. May have transpired with him, Zoe, running the show and playing D from jump. I don't know if they would have started Caruso in this game. They probably would have. Usually if Caruso's available, probably would have. But even with that, then it still doesn't change what you get on the bench and stuff then. Well, we'll see. Is it possible we wanted that win so bad that we pressed? I felt like we were trying hard and not allowing the game to come to us. I don't know. I don't know if I can say that we were trying too hard in this one, man. I don't know. Sorry, man. It's late. I'm sorry that I'm yawning in your guys' ear. What's good, bro? The Bulls played well into the third quarter. The reason why we lost is the Bulls did not move the ball like we did to get into the first place. They did what we is weak at, and that's ISO ball. Well, keep in mind, again, everyone always using the ISO ball. ISO ball works to a degree, especially when not anyone else on your team is shooting shots and you have a player like DeMar DeRozan that can get to the line, which gets you easy offense, will get you easy points, and helps you get back in games. The issue is that when we go to heavy ISO ball, when we should be using ball movement, and it's not just, there's a room and a space for ISO ball. It's not, let's just not always vilify it, but it is what it is. When are we going to keep it 100? Let's stop the capping for them. The defense effort from Zach, DeMar, and Vooch will be our downfall. Ultimately, you are what your best players are. Oh, no, let's not call it cap. Zach is a much improved defender. And again, this team was top 5 in defense when they're playing team defense. I think people who don't really pay attention to basketball make comments like this, and I don't say that to be offensive. It's because, yes, people look at the one-on-one defense. They want to see this like defense where it's one-on-one, you're shutting people down, and that's rare across the board. It's great. It's great team defense that kept us in, that has had us be the top rank. When our offense was still coming along and our defense was most consistent, it was the team defensive effort. That is what Vooch has played. Very good defense, and Vooch isn't as bad defensively. I've already broke this down on the video. Vooch was the 5th top defensive center in all of the NBA, and he's held that pretty much for the most part of his career. Again, you're not going to see the highlight blocks in one-on-one defense, but with the scheme of team defense, they are good. So we got to get off that. The team is also better defensively considerably when DeMar DeRozan is on the court. So that's not it. You got to get off that. You got to actually look at some things outside of just historical and stuff like that. What were with all those missed free throws when DeMar missed 2 in a row? I knew it would be a long night. Hey, man, it is what it is. I think Jibby's, nope, he's not, because Inside the Chicago Bulls doesn't actually watch any Chicago Bulls games. So there you go. We only won 31 games last year, and we've already won 27 games. Calm down, C-Red Nation. We're getting better. Absolutely. That 3 DeRozan let Harden shoot hurt the soul. Yeah, this whole game hurt the soul. Whole game hurt the soul. Let's see. That 39-19 third quarter killed us. Yes, it's hard. It's hard to keep a lead or be in a game when you get outscored that much in one quarter. For sure. Would you rather have Troy Brown or Derrick Jones on the team if you had Derrick Jones Jr. all day if I had to pick between the two? The only thing I wish for the rest of the season is health. I think with health, we are a threat. Anyone, including Golden State Bucks, next Phoenix, we're in the conversation still. Yes, I mean, again, we never really got to see what this team looked like getting going with a fully healthy roster. So, yeah, we'll see. This one meant more for the Nets to say, hey, we're good enough. This law said to us, no days off, and play our game, do what we do, and not come off the gas. Yes, Brandy, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Let's see. Kevin Bagley, damn, you just got a subscriber. Thank you for replying to my comment. I try to get to everyone that's reasonable. I try to get to everyone when we're doing these, man, because, hey, I appreciate you guys for showing up. That's real talk. I appreciate you guys for showing up. All right, let's see what else we got. We need more likes. Digital. I appreciate the way y'all support me, man. I really do. JJ Ortiz in the building. Have a good night, Haize. I'll be out easy. It's late as fuck. Yes, already 1 a.m. We haven't even been live streaming an hour yet. 200, did we get to 200 likes? I really don't check them during the game. I mean, during the stream. I really don't. JQ Chicago. Appreciate your honesty. Some people would have tried to answer that and sound like shit. Either 100 kind of brother. Hey, man, listen. If nothing else, y'all going to get my 100% honest opinion. And don't make excuses for this team. As much as I love this team, you're going to always get my honest evaluation of everything. Probably been said 100 times, but I'll say it anyway. I hate being embarrassed on national TV. Absolutely. Absolutely. The shit sucks, man. The shit fucking sucks. Shit sucks, especially when you know the national media is looking and waiting for some shit like that. Period. It is what it is, though, man. We can't live and die by the national media. Bro, Haize, I had to turn the game off after the Nets were going off because my dang dad heard me yelling at the TV. I was raging the war low key. Listen, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. It is what it is, though. David Williams, Bulls need to move the ball. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely, we need to move the ball. Damn, bro, you're up past 6 a.m. Do you have to be at work soon? Like, do you have to be at work soon? Because, hey, man, that's crazy. Hey, it was bad, but at the end of the day, it's only, I'll get you a second one, counts for one loss in the column. Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right, you guys know I usually go for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's 1 a.m. here. We're gonna go for 10 more minutes. I'll go for 10 more minutes. Get some comments in. I'm pooped. Your boy's tired, man. Your boy's tired. 2-1, still number one in the East. Facts. Yep, absolutely, absolutely. Don't like to focus on specific players, but did you notice multiple possessions, both offensively and defensively? Lonzo and DeMar were consistently at each other's neck tonight. Seemed weird to me. Oh, I can't say that I noticed that, but I'm not saying that it didn't happen. Don't listen. Listen, this is a brotherhood out there. And sometimes even in a brotherhood, you guys got to go the fuck off on each other and then go back and be like, hey, we're good, but we fucked up tonight. Listen, a loss like this on national TV, everybody on this team is feeling embarrassed. Everybody on this team is feeling embarrassed. Do you think our team is good enough to compete in the playoffs? Name a team that is top 10 in both offense and defense that can't compete in the playoffs. We can absolutely compete in the playoffs. Absolutely. Hope Derek is okay. Hope it isn't the ACL. Somebody said that it's a hyperextended knee. I hope that's true. Hope that's true. Bro, I have to be at work in 3 hours. Luckily, I work from home. Blame COVID or salute COVID. Nah, fuck COVID. Bro, you got to be at work in 3 hours? That's wild. That's wild. Utah got blown out by Cleveland. It happens. Bulls will come back short. Listen, that Cleveland team has been tough this year, though. And they have a really nice win differential, too. Super chat father, thank you, CNI Plus. I appreciate you for supporting the channel, my brother. Or my sister. I don't know. I can't tell by your username. Go Bulls. You just won lame. We lost bad, yeah, but it's still won games. Bulls have to learn to handle the zone better, but that comes with time. Go Bulls. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think Billy relied a bit too much on Zach DeMar for this game and should have maybe relied a bit more on three-pointer shooters like Lonzo, Io, Kobe, and maybe even Matt Thomas. I mean, keep in mind, we don't know what this game plan would have originally looked like. We lost Derrick Jones Jr. on the first play. So if we manage to beat Golden State on Friday, then we will make a statement that we aren't slack at all. Listen, they have to, because I'm telling you what, 2 nationally televised games, if the Bulls lose to the Warriors as well, that changes a lot. I see Jibby really did leave. Like, Jibby really did leave, huh? He really left. I don't think we beat the Warriors Friday. I think it's just going to be one of those weeks. Hey, I mean, it happens. And sometimes you need those weeks to wake the fuck up. And especially with Billy Donovan wanting to refocus the defense, it happens. Our three-point shooters aren't reliable. I wouldn't necessarily say that. Does this game affect all-star voting at all? Maybe make Harden listen. And that's what I've been saying. For casual people who don't get to see a lot of the Bulls, only get to see, highlights or whatever else, this national televised game on ESPN could have made a huge swing for Levine in votes. Now those are probably going to go back to Harden. It is what it is. Alex Flores, I wouldn't have been surprised if we lost, but we shouldn't have been blown out. We're better than that. Yeah, we definitely should have been better than that for sure. No Derrick Jones, Alex Caruso angry. Yeah, understand that, but they still need to play better than what they did. Greatness is built from fire. Even if we lose to Golden State, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It will force them to tighten up. They will learn from it. And a lot of these, keep in mind, this team was so cohesive to start the season, right? Whereas a lot of people did expect us maybe to get off to a slower start as we were learning each other. We got out to that 4-0 start to start the season. If we go through a period of loss, it's just learning opportunities. And I trust Billy Donovan and the staff to get them back on track. So we'll see. Anyone know our record on nationally televised games this year? I know we had a loss against Golden State, but a dub in one of those Lakers games. I can easily check that. Give me 1 second. Let's see how quick I can find that for you. So the Bulls have had it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to find it as quick as I thought. So I'm not sure. It's hard to guard this team if we don't double KD. He goes for 45. If we do, one will be wide open to score. Harden was on his game tonight. Yeah, Harden was on tonight. And that's just shot great from 3, and the Bulls didn't make shots. Plus, seeing the opposing team drip like that messes up a team's defense up. They started giving up easy baskets. Yeah. But, I mean, they got to get it together. Why does it feel like Caruso has been out on health and safety for more than 10 days. Because keep in mind, before he went into health and safety protocol, he was already out because of a foot, right? So he's been out for quite a while. Caruso's been out for a long time. And I don't even know, even if he is lifted from health and safety, if that foot is even good enough for him to go. He's already not going to be playing against Golden State Warriors, so we'll see. We're on to a nationally televised game, lost to Golden State. Those are only 2 nationally televised games? Nets were playing to prove something tonight. They were not trying to lose to us 3 times, for sure. Evan, thank you for the super chat, my brother. You've been always a big supporter here. You know I appreciate you. This channel is amazing, dude. I love coming here after games to watch. Also, play me in 2K on Xbox. Listen, I don't do Xbox. I'm PlayStation 5, man. Otherwise, I would absolutely play you in 2K. I would absolutely play you in 2K. We came out of half so bad. I feel like we don't do that a lot against good teams. That's not going to slide. We do that a lot. Yes, we do have bad games. Golden State Warriors won't have Draymond and Clay when they play the Bulls. We got to capitalize. Absolutely. Why not Clay? So Drip and Shadow, they already said they're not going to be playing Clay on back-to-backs. They're playing them against the Bucks, which they play the day before we play them, so if they hold true to that, that means Clay is not going to be playing in the Bulls game. Deuce's got to work in 3 hours. Whoops. All right, peace out, Cameron, man. Get some rest, brother. Get some rest. He got hurt to Derrick Jones Jr. got hurt today. PS5, absolutely. I love my PS5. What was more glaring to you, the defense's lapses or the inability to score playing team basketball? I think the defense more so than anything, because defense gets you easier baskets in transition. So even if their shot wasn't falling and they didn't play team defense, that transition kind of forces you to get easy buckets. So that's definitely the thing that stands out to me a little bit more. As good as our defense is, giving up way too many open threes, also foul shots on 3-point. Yes, that has to stop for sure. For sure. Super chat. Thank you. Hoon? I know I did not pronounce that correctly. Have a good night, man. Thanks for tempering the hot takes after a bad L tonight. Hey, man, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. All right. We are about to wrap it up. My family, we're about to wrap it up. What if I play you on my brother's PS5? Hey, let me know. My username is CEO Haize everywhere. Anywhere that I am on anything personal, CEO Haize. So if you type in CEO Haize on any platform, if I'm there, that'll be my name on it. So Tariq, peace out. Yes, sir. Peace out, man. Peace out. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for showing up tonight, man, and staying up. CNI Plus, have a good night, everyone. Carnell, good night, my brother. All right, y'all. You know I appreciate you guys, man. We got a lot of videos coming this week because we got a lot of games this week. Got to rest my voice, man. Yep, Evan, that's it. That's it, my brother. But that's it for me tonight, man. Like I like it in everything I do here, man. I love you guys. Go Bulls. We need to get back together. Pray for the Bulls. Let's hope we get it together in the next game. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Like I like to end everything on Go Bulls, man. I love you guys. Peace. Get some rest, people. Get some rest. Get some rest.